Brendan from Pythagoras Investing here, sitting with Mark from Australian Academy of Sales. So tell me, Mark, what is it that you do?
Well, as you know, Brendan, I help business people. I help sales people to increase sales revenues by 5, 10, 15%. Sometimes in as little as 30 days. Sometimes a little bit more. And I also help larger companies who have sales teams give recommendations for redeployment, redundancy, or training needs analysis, and then we can help them recruit top-performing salespeople.
Yeah, awesome. I know over time attending some of your seminars, I've had great success with your tactics. Can you give us a couple of two absolute golden nuggets that you would suggest?
Okay, well, look, there are a lot of gold nuggets, and it really depends, on the situation. But the first gold nugget I think that is one of the most important is about positioning. Okay, and it's all about how you position yourself in the mind of the buyer. And when I talk about position and strategy, it's about how you position yourself as that expert, as that advisor, as that educator, as that helper, as that consultant. Don't talk like a salesperson. Don't walk like a salesperson. Don't use the old school process, as you learnt the other day. Use the new school process, which I teach, and really ask questions. Ask questions, because when you ask questions to a potential buyer, you can gather the information that you need to gather to help them make an educated buying decision. And I see too many salespeople and business owners, going into meetings and they say, "Thanks very much for coming in, Mark. Tell us all about your product or service." And the person starts talking blah 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 blah, and they feel good, and they like themselves, but the other person, the potential buyer, is disengaged, and then they end up in witness protection.
Oh, wow, crazy, isn't it? What are a couple of the biggest problems that you find in the sales area?
I think that one of the biggest is procrastination. A lot of salespeople and business owners, procrastinate, especially business owners. They might be great from a technical point of view, and they want to be busy. They don't see themselves as a salesperson, and they've never been educated in sales, and they don't know that selling is a profession. Whether they like it or not, it's a profession. It has a methodology. I mean, when we were an RTO for 5 years, we had a certificate for in business sales. So you could get a nationally accredited certificate in business sales. So it is a profession, and there is methodology, and they don't learn it. So I think the biggest problem that I see is people, think they're good at sales, but they really are not.
Yeah.
And to be good at sales, it's not about going to one 1 hour workshop or listening to a podcast or reading a book. You get better at sales day by day, learning day by day and practicing, making obviously mistakes, but then recorrecting, redeveloping, and then keep going from there.
Lovely. Well, thank you for that. Well, I can certainly recommend Mark myself. I've had great success with a lot of your training, so thank you very much for that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.
Thank you.